Right, so we're gonna try and hold off on fighting this as long as we can so these guys come and help, because I really don't want to burn my manpower. Here we go. So they're here. I wouldn't mind fighting and helping though. Yeah, we're significantly stronger than them. Let's get in there and get some kills. So here's the battlefield. We've got some flooded rice fields on the right, light forest on the left, and a nice open plain in the center. I don't really know what our allies are planning on doing, and I'm not sure if we have control over them. It looks like we do, actually. So that would be nice. Let's get all these nobles in a formation over there. Yeah, we should probably put somebody in control of these, but the problem is they're gonna screw stuff up. Their formation is just gonna say mounted. Yeah, commander is mounted. Same thing there. That's fine. Right, they'll get a little bit of bonus. We can dismount them. So what we'll probably do is get our main stack in the center and the back of a nice solid firing line in the front. There we go, something like that. And let's actually get a little more distance because I feel like we have the range. So we don't need to go that close. I'm going to put our cav all the way over here on the right side. All right, so the goal here is to not take hardly any losses and get a pretty landslide victory. They have a lot of cavalry though. That's not going to be fun to deal with. Let's pull these cav back. Yep, they're charging their horse archers right into our formation. I don't know what that's about. It's not a good idea, but the AI for you. Go, another horse archer down. Oh, here we go. I would like to focus fire them down, but then, yeah, we need to send our infantry in. Unfortunately, our archers are just not having that good of an effect. We've barely got 20 kills right now, and they're already on us. Let's pull them back just slightly, the archers, so that they don't get completely swarmed here by the melee. Okay, there we go. And then what I'd like to do is maybe get a flank on their archers. It's probably not a good idea, but... Alright, let's pull our companions. They'll come help. Oh, man. We gotta be careful here. These guys are still dangerous, even the lower tier ones. Where's my reinforcements? I called my cavalry over, so hopefully they'll join us soon. There we go. Just don't want to get shot here. I don't mind fighting these melee guys, but I do not want to get shot to death. Okay, here we go. There's the melee. There's the cav. Right, let's have them charge these guys. This ranged formation. We just gotta keep pushing, keep pushing. Oh, we got shot in the throat. Yeah, we just took one to the neck. Right, we distracted some of the archers long enough. They're not getting a ton of kills, so I don't mind it. Yeah, we're ahead by a lot. More than double. So pretty good. Looks like pretty good results there. Looks like we've got reinforcements coming in. Unless those are enemy. I don't think so, though. Yeah, it's pretty much over. Alright, let's wrap this up. There we go. Nobody important died on our side. That's good. Yeah, we didn't lose anybody, actually. Just 4 injuries. Very good battle. And most of our army's still intact. Hopefully that didn't tank their war score so that we can actually get in there. Let's take some of the higher tier prisoners. Yeah, they've got some tier 4 we can have. You tier 3. And we'll leave it at that. Oh, nice. We got better arm covering. Our armor is incredible. It's not going to stop everything that comes our way, but I don't know, maybe it'll help a little bit. We went down fairly quickly there. It's because we got shot in the throat. So that's done. Their war score is still at 85. Let's try and go to this castle and finish these guys off once and for all. Oh boy. Civil War. No, that's not us. Never mind. Oh, that was the people we were at war with. Interesting. So wait, did their kingdom just implode then? Is that what happened? Yeah, so that's what happened. So the Kashuji clan joined Kashuji no Ryogoku. That's exactly what happened. So these guys rebelled. They didn't want anything to do with this, but interesting. So let's see what is actually going on here. Do they even have any fiefs left? They don't. Okay, so they're done. They're dead. We just need to wait for them to, I guess, completely go away. Okay, well, what other wars are we in right now? Up here, that's the one we started earlier. Unfortunately, we'll have to go in there and finish it. These guys are kind of far away, but I do want to get over there and maybe take some big fights and get some XP, some renown. Yeah, we're almost at clan tier 5. So if we can get there in a reasonable time, that'll increase our army size a little bit more. Not much else we need to wait for. Let's go ahead and go towards the water, and we'll go across the sea. And there's another civil war. Uragami. So Uragami, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. Let's head down here and try and take out some of these. They've got 2 castles, 2 towns. Let's get to the port. I just realized we haven't donated. Yeah, see, these guys are really low on troops, and for some reason they're not recruiting back up. So that's not good. Yeah, let's do this. Let's actually recruit back up to full with all of our parties, because this is not big enough. We need to be above 500, preferably close to 6, if we can get there. And then we should be able to compete with those armies that are coming at us with about 800 troops. I think we can handle that. We are going to have a decent amount of low tier, but not much we can do about it. All right, we had peace with somebody. It's not these guys, and it's not these guys. So it's the clan or the kingdom that lost all their fiefs. My guess is they're just going to fade away now. And it looks like our fiefs are coming along nicely. This one, the paddy field's almost done. Let's start working on a militia ground. Actually, what we should probably do is a workshop. That should be going up first. The earlier we get that, the more efficient that building becomes. And then we'll work on some of these other ones that are still level 1, or level 0 rather. So there we go. Let's get 50k in the bank, and we'll keep going until we get maxed out. We're being sieged. Whoa. Alright, and it's our town. We gotta get there quick. They must have sent a big army. I did not expect that. Yeah, they have no problems crossing the waters. I thought maybe the AI would have a little more issues with that, but apparently that's not the case. Let's keep going. So we'll head back. Okay, here we go. It's 500 troops. They are assaulting, so we need to do something immediately. Let's get down there. We'll hold off until they get there. Right, we'll assault the siege camp. We are slightly in the lead, but that doesn't mean it's going to be an easy battle. Yeah, we'll take this nice and slow. Nice, we got the same map. They do still have a decent amount of cavalry here, so what I'm going to do in this instance is we'll take the high ground in the water, and that should slow their cav down some, although this may not actually be water. May not actually be water. But that's still fine, because we'll take the high ground. So let's get one long line right here. We'll get another long line up here. We'll keep our main group somewhere in the center, kind of on this hill, and then we'll adjust accordingly. Keep our cavalry in the back, and let's see what they end up doing with that. So they're going to split. Yeah, they have a lot of cav, over 100 actually, and they have only 44 ranged troops. All right, so I'm going to lead the cav. Oh man, actually no, that's fine. Let's lead the cav and see if we can bait these guys into attacking, and at least we'll secure one of our flanks. I don't think we'll be able to get both, but we don't want to go head on with these guys because a lot of them have pole arms. But we can get behind, flank back, start smashing them. Oh boy, we're getting stabbed. There we go. A couple kills so far. We're taking... Oh yeah, we took a lot of damage there, and we got knocked off. So we got to be pretty careful here. Did they... Oh, they... And they charged our front line, which is fine. That's actually what I wanted them to do. I'm just concerned about our cav, our flanks. Let's go try and protect our flanks here if we can get these guys freed up. Yeah, I gotta rethink the strategy. I thought maybe having a nice flank would buy us some more time. That's our buddy. Alright, we keep hitting our own guys. Alright, I'm gonna send my cav to go harass their archers, and I'm gonna come up and try and secure this win on the front, because we're very close to break even with these guys. It's not acceptable. We need to make sure we win. I'm okay sacrificing our melee troops. We're taking a lot of damage. Maybe let's... Oh my... What did we get hit by? Is that a cat? Maybe a cav swooped by? Yeah, this is actually really bad. So if the AI does stupid things, we're gonna lose this. They're winning in terms of kills. We still have more numbers. Very odd. And then of course our ranged troops are just walking around in circles like idiots. Absolute idiots. Not what I told them to do. Okay, let's speed this up, see if we lost our army again or not. Yeah, it's kind of absurd. This should have been such an easy battle, but what the hell is going on, man? Here we go. So we won. Just barely. We lost almost all of our army. We got 158 left out of over 500. But we defended our territory, so, I mean, I don't know what else we can do here. We'll accept the prisoners, but we got a lot of equipment upgrades for our companions, at least. So they'll be a bit stronger. I'm starting to formulate some ideas here on how I want to do this. Yeah, because we can't have a repeat of that ever again. That was really bad. That should have been such an easy fight. We would have been better off auto-resolving that, to be honest. So it's okay. Let's, we'll move past it. Let's repair. We'll recover all of our troops. And then, again, we have to recruit back up to max. We're going to be even farther behind now. Let's actually go borrow some troops from our reserve over here. This town's surrounded by allies, so I don't mind pulling garrison troops here. And there's another war vote. We're gonna pass on that because we're already in 3 wars. I don't know why we would want to start another one, but that's the AI. Here we go. So they decided to declare war. So yeah, we're now at war with another faction. Where are they? Up here. Yep, it's these guys. It's a small one though, so I don't think they'll bother us too much. We'll continue to focus down here. Where do we have armies in our kingdom though? I don't see any. No, we're the only ones. So why would we... Okay. Why would we declare another war when we don't even have troops on the field other than ours? We'll pull everybody out, and then we'll donate back up, and then throw the balance back in the town. There we go. So we're left with 39 troops in the garrison. That's fine. They'll keep recruiting as well. So over time, they'll replenish. Let's get back to the front line. We need to make sure this gets defended, and then if nobody's there, then we'll push on to the enemy. Nobody's here. Let's... Oh, who are they fighting? I don't know who they were fighting, but it's probably not these guys then, because I didn't see a pop-up of somebody getting captured. So likely these guys are still recovering from that massive battle that we won. So at least we did that, bought some time. Let's get down there. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll fight a big sea battle. Keep an eye out. Just make sure that they're not trying to come around behind us when we're heading out, because the last thing I want to do is break off a siege because we have to return to defend. So it doesn't look like that's the case. And there's a port right here. We can get right into the action. So let's do that. All right, this place has 850 defenders. That is likely going to be too much for us. So why don't we set up shop here? We'll try and take this castle. 532. What the heck? Why so many? All right, I think we have to raid this and drain their food stocks so that we can starve out that garrison a little faster. They do have 2 parties in there. There's 126 and 91. So if you take those 2 out, that's over 200. It would be down to roughly 300, which is much more doable. But, oh yeah, there they go. Okay, so I would rather not raid if we don't have to. So let's just get in here. There we go. They left it undefended. And we're just going to swoop in and try and take this as fast as we can. So it's done. The only thing I want to wait for is daytime. Let's actually get a siege ram if we can. Yeah, we'll get a ram. We'll get a little bit of daylight so it's not so horrible to watch. Noon, and it's raining. That's going to make our ranged troops a little bit weaker. There's 9 days to starve the garrison out. I don't know if it's really worth it, though. It's a lot of low tier. Yeah, peasants. Yari Ashigaru, this tier 1 and peasants. I think we just go. Oh, look at this castle. Alright, so this is like a more traditional castle. Not like that other one that was massive and on a bunch of hills. So what I'm going to do here is try to lead these guys... What is going on here? Yeah, the numbers are being a little funky. Even at 100%, it's only giving us 74 out of 455. That's kind of weird. That's fine. So we don't want our melee troops in the front anyways. We'll keep them in the back. 2 ranged troops. Let's see if they can somehow take control of this battle. Oh, I know why. It was the wrong group. Alright, that's fine. Let's get set up here so that our ranged troops can really cause some trouble for these guys. We'll delegate command to both of our melee troops. They're all kind of... Alright, that's fine. Yeah, so we'll see what they do. And we are getting some pretty good kills here. We're outpacing them by a lot. And that is so intimidating when you see that giant explosion from the gunshots. Let's get behind some cover here so at least we're not taking every single shot that comes our way. Yeah, you know what? I think what I'm going to do, let's get our melee troops back. I don't really want them to scale the ladders yet. Let's actually keep them back. We have such a big range advantage. Let's take advantage of it. There's no sense in sacrificing the melee troops for that when we're just going to bleed them out much faster than they're bleeding us out. We'll continue to get easy shots here. And they're still going up the ladder, but can't do anything about that. The AI is going to do what the AI does. Alright, the gate is down, so we could rush as soon as we give the order. Oh, that was a hell of a shot. I didn't think I was going to hit that. We'll try and clear these towers. Oh, they're reinforcing it though. So yeah, that's going to be a tough one. Let's just get the easy shots. So we broke the back gate. We didn't break the front gate somehow. I don't know how that works. Right, we're starting to take more casualties. Yeah, we're only 3 to 1 now. It's still heavily in our favor, but quite what I was hoping it would be. Let's we'll get our melee troops in there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, group 1 can charge in. Yeah, we own this side. Group 3 can follow closely behind. 4 is gonna be... Oh, why are they backing up? Let's get in there, dude. Oh, we're taking so many arrows. We'll lead from the front. Alright, we're just gonna charge everybody in now, all the melee troops anyways. Take control of this. Let's try not to get blasted by these archers. Here we go. Control the arrows. That's really the biggest threat right now. Oh man, that one hit took out like 4 people. Oh man, yeah, the archers are still getting good shots off. But there we go. This side's clear. Let's go clear the tower. Like one guy. Oh man, he got shot in the face right as we got up there. So it's pretty much over. We'll clean this up. Just edit the rest out. There we go. We got it. We took the castle. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So we took 36 losses. And then a couple of these guys are going to heal up and keep going. We got 37 kills personally. That's not bad. All right, and it looks like we are clan tier 5 because our party size just went up. And I'm assuming that's because of the clan tier. But we can recruit more. Promote. Yeah, we have first right of refusal. We'll accept it just so we can take our troops back. And then we'll donate it back to them because we don't want it. But I already know the AI is going to throw troops. Yeah, see, look, they got rid of 70 of their troops. Does not make sense. We'll leave 1 troop behind so that they can auto-recruit. But I do not want my companions throwing their army in there. We'll use it as bait. Hopefully they start sieging it down. We'll attack them and take their parties out. There we go. We still have 500 troops left. So we're in pretty good shape here. And another war declaration. Yeah, that's what we need. We already have 3 wars. Why not add a 4th? Why not? Well, we should be in control of this war down here just by ourselves, assuming they don't come in with like a 1,000 or 1,500 army. We should be fine. But let's go ahead and travel around, recruit up. There we go. There's another war. So we are at war with the green flag with a white cross. Green flag, white cross. I don't see them, so they're not a big presence. Oh, it's down here. Okay. Oh, they do have a big presence. Yeah, we have to be very careful here. So it might make sense to just retreat back inside our allies' castle. Or I guess it's ours. We can hang on to it. We'll give it up at the end of the war, but if our companions give up troops, I want to at least be able to have the option to pull them back out. So let's go force recruit some more prisoners here, and we'll just keep filling our party. There we go. So we're short about 80 troops, and then we'll be up to max. So by going around, we're just going to force recruit everything. It's only going to give us peasants, but, you know, at this point, there's not a whole lot we can do. We're just going to take what we can get. We have enough food for now. So I think we're okay. They are raiding some of our villages down here, so let's come down. We'll deal with that right now. Yeah, this guy's going to start raiding this. Oh, I like I like that chest piece with the saggy man boobs. It's kind of funny. Right, I'm going to try something a little odd. We're going to go everybody in one massive group and just I'm curious to see how they react, how many people get shot off, because that's my biggest concern. We can go for loose formation and let everybody get shots off. Oh, they're not. We'll have to attack them, but that's fine. And then what I'd like to do is deal with those cavalry that come in. So the cavalry will come in and they'll crash into our massive formation, get stuck, and the hope is that they get destroyed a lot easier. And then when it comes to dealing with the other infantry that come in, we'll have more people, we'll have a critical mass. So the hope is that they'll be able to handle it like that, and then the archers in the back will still have plenty of room to shoot because everything's in loose formation, but I don't know, we'll see. See if it translates properly. So we'll get within about 100 meters. We'll just set up right here and exchange volleys. They only have 30 ranged troops, so we should be in a lot better shape than them. Let's get our gunpowder cavalry over here on a flank. So they're a lot more menacing than just kind of off to the side. Get a really good flank on these guys. There we go. Look at that. I mean, I can't really say it's working because we outnumber them like 5 to 1, 4 to 1. Not really a good sample size, but, you know, proof of concept, I guess. It's not completely terrible. And then we can just bum rush charge their archers and then be done. Yeah, we'll see if this works in actuality in a big battle. Yeah, so we took 7 losses. That's fine. Now, one of the concerns that I have is, since they're not separated, they're just going to be getting in each other's way. I could actually do 1 melee and 1 range group and just move them on top of each other so that it's kind of the same idea, but then when it's time to separate, we can separate easily. So I might experiment with that. We'll see. And we just got, what, Civil War. Imagawa, that's not us. So that's fine. Another ransom, we'll take the money. So let's head back here and sit in the castle. We're just going to hang. See if they decide to come attack. Actually, you know what we should do is go scout. Let's go scout it out. In order for them to attack, they'll most likely come from the south anyways. So if we see them, we could just retreat. At least we're not just sitting there. Maybe we'll go raid. So this town now only has 641. Garrison of 352. So if we starve the garrison, we could attack and take this. Their food stocks are really low too, only 100. So if we raid their villages, Miyazaki, Kiwaki, and Yuye. So let's go raid. There we go. Our companion's gonna get pissed and come yell at us, but I don't really care. There we go. So we'll raid all 3 of these. There's a rebellion faction that died off. That's fine. Raid this one. Their food stocks are going down very fast. So if we raid all 3 of these villages, they're going to be in rough shape. There we go. Last one. And then we'll go siege down their main town. Another war. What are you guys doing? We might have to break off in the near future and do our own because this is getting out of hand. They are forming an army. Yeah, there they go. So they're starving. Their food stocks are minus 26. They only have 19 in stock. So tomorrow they'll be starving. And that garrison will start to reduce. We do need to get rid of this army here. My guess is he's going to go siege down our castle. So we'll follow them back. Oh, no, they're coming back this way. Yeah, let's let them siege. And then they're an easy target now. There we go. Another another war. Oh, 2 wars. Oh my god. War, castle siege, and war. So we need to wrap this war up pretty soon. Maybe we won't have time to siege this town down, which is really unfortunate because they're starving. It'll be very easy to get rid of that garrison, and it's just a 300 militia. That's like nothing. Anyways, let's take this party out before they cause any damage. Oh my, this is like literally pitch black. I can't see anything. I don't even know how I'm going to brighten this in the editor. Alright, I'll just kind of give you the radio broadcast recap. So we destroyed their cavalry on their first charge. We're trying to wipe out that front line that's charging in. They're really close. I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to charge. I'm just going to leave these guys. We'll just fight whatever we can fight. And then the people from the back should still be getting shots off. So I think it's still viable. Yep. Their front line is absolutely destroyed. Now we need to deal with their cav. Let's get our cav to go charge them, and then we'll just exchange shots with them. I don't want to charge my melee in there and have them get sacrificed. We'll take a handful of losses, but for the most part, we're going to destroy these guys. Here we go. We reach their line. Just run through them. Oh, man. Yeah, we're taking some heavy shots. They are not getting accurate volleys on us. Yeah, they're starting to run now. Okay. That's it. Here we go. So we took 8 losses. Okay, so that worked out pretty well. That was a bigger fight than the one we had last time, but we still outnumbered them by a good amount. So we'll have to try it again against a very large army. How much war score did that tank for them? Because that'll determine if we have time to siege that town or not. 95. I don't think we do, but we can try it. We can try it. Our army's in very good shape here. They have nobody in. Yeah, they're going to lose 7 days. I don't think they have 7 days. Yeah, we have 7 days to starve them out, which is weird because we already starved, the market food stocks. That's why. If they didn't have that food from the market, yeah, they would be out. Okay, well, let's see what happens. I wish we could see what our war score progress is here because that would determine if we need to go like immediately or if we can wait. We'll have to keep tabs on it. Here we go. So 95. It didn't really move much. So maybe we can still starve them out. Let's see. But we've got all of our equipment set up. We have a battering ram. We have 4 of these Ozutsu. But let's just wait until they start starving. 5 days. We'll check it every day just to make sure that they're not just going to sneak a peace deal in on us. 96%. We still have a little bit of time. 96 still. And another war. Wow, surprise. Pile it on, man. They are starting to take some hits to their garrison. I've noticed it has reduced a decent amount. It was in the 600s. Now it's down to 550. But it's still not an easy fight if we go now. Yeah, the 96, we're hanging at that 96. We have 3 days before they start starving heavily. There's an army here starting to form, so they may go after our castle. I think it's a fair trade, though. Oh, they took Osaka. I doubt we're going to be on the vote. Yeah, we're not even on here, so that sucks. But we can't do anything about it. Also, we could start to gain some relations with these people by voting for them. We have a lot of influence, and our influence is decaying. So let's just get on somebody's good side here. That'll give us plus 29 with these people. Oh, what are these guys doing? We just got attacked. It was only 250. I didn't see it if they joined a bigger army. Oh, shoot. They did join a bigger army. All right, so there's 750 troops here. I did not see that, actually. I was going too fast. It says balance of power is very slightly in their favor, so we do have a decent quality advantage over them, it looks like. We just have to play it smart. So two things at play here. We obviously want to win the battle, but secondly, we want to win in a convincing way that preserves some of our troops so that we can continue the siege. So it's not good enough to just win here. We need to win very convincingly. There's nothing that's going to affect... Yeah, the terrain is basically flat. So let's go for maybe a condensed format, and we'll spread out. Yeah, they are 800 meters away from us. That is going to take forever. Right, we're going to deal with their horse archers because they're charging in first. Can't tell who they are. We have so much of their gear too. It's like, there we go. Yeah, those are definitely enemies. But it's hard to differentiate our troops from theirs because we're just kind of like a hodgepodge. There we go. There's a kill. Alright, here's some enemies. Oh man, yeah, they're getting smashed now. Alright, we need to pull our troops back. They're 400 meters away, so let's pull back a little bit. Do this a little bit smarter. So I'm going to go for a pretty wide formation here in loose. Can't tell. Looks like some of our guys got dehorsed. Alright, Cav. I'm going to send one of our Cav to... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I think we can handle their Cav if they charge in. We will just go into a tight formation instead of loose. So let's exchange some volleys here with their front line, try and reduce as much as we can, and then we're going to condense into a nice tight formation when the Cav come in so we can blast them. Let's fall back just a little bit so we can condense. There we go. So we'll try and keep some distance here and get a few volleys off on these guys. Okay, come on, get some shots off on these guys, please. They're really close, 130 meters. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. All right, we're going to fall back again. And I'm going to keep my Cav inside the formation because these guys do have mostly ranged weapons. So they should be able to get shots off over the top of our foot troops. I'm going to go to the front of the line here just so I can keep tabs on what's actually going on. Yeah, they're really close. It says 50 meters, but there's some people that are literally right on top of us. So we got to be careful here. Yeah, see some of our front lines getting swallowed up. So here we go. We're going to take our stand right here. There's a lot of arrows going their way. Yeah, we got a nice lead here. We got to hold it, though. Come on, boys. It's time to go. Let's get in there and get stuck. Oh, man. That guy was really well armored, but he still took one to the face. These guys are really slow to attack, so we can mostly get in and get out. Now, they're... Oh, yeah, see, here comes the Cav. That's what I was mostly worried about. And we're not really doing a whole lot to them. So I'm going to... Let's tighten up into a solid formation. And see if that helps. Let's consolidate our front line here because we are starting to lose some ground here to them. I can't afford to go down here to get shot. So come on, come on, come on, come on. We got to clear this thing and get back. I can't tell what our troops are doing. Okay, here we go. So our front line looks solid. They're retreating. All right, let's open back up. Let's open back up so we can get solid shots on them. I don't know where their Cav are. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Their Cav... We reduced their numbers by about 10 to 15. That's not enough. Let's just get as much damage on them as we can as they run through. Here we go. These guys are stuck. These are perfect candidates to get sliced up. 3 Cav down. Yeah, this is actually working really well. It's such a stupid tactic, unfortunately, but we got to use what works. Okay, their Cav are decimated now. They're down to a very small percentage. Alright, so we should have a ranged advantage here. They have 213, which is a lot still, but we have a lot. We have 243, and they are really putting it on us. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to charge these guys, but I think we have to. Let's just do a full-scale charge, and we'll focus on the archers. Let's get our bow and arrow out, see if we can pick some people off. And then once we get some more of our bodies in front, we'll go out. I don't want to go first because we'll just get picked off. We're not going to do any good to our army if we're dead before we reach their line. Yeah, so not ideal here, but man, that is so painful going against a lot of archers. I guess having some more Cav in reserve would be helpful. Alright, we're getting some good headshots on these guys though, and the trades look fairly even. Oh, sorry, heavy infantry. It's been a really long time since we friendly fired somebody, so I was kind of overdue for that. There we go. We reached their line. they're pretty much lost at this point. We only took 144 deaths. Yep, that's it. What a battle. Wow, that was crazy. Alright, not exactly samurai tactics, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? I'm pretty happy with the results here. We got more than 2 to 1, or we got a little less than 2 to 1 ratio, but our army remains intact and theirs is in tatters. And hopefully we can follow up and attack. Oh no, because we're in the middle of a siege. We'd have to break off the siege. Let's take these guys prisoner. Take a few more prisoners, although we can't take too many. Right, there's some decent melee cav in here that we'll take. So why don't we focus on recruiting these guys when we can. Let's get rid of some of these melee troops. We don't really want them. That'll open up. We'll take a few more cav. And a lot of gear. There's going to be a ton of gear in here. So hopefully there's not that many upgrades, but our companions are getting better gear here. Okay, so let's see where we're at. If we should have enough troops to maintain the siege. We just need to drain their garrison. Yeah, see, some of their army did get out, but they didn't get out with wounded troops. They only got out with the troops that they have that are still in good shape. So I'm okay with that. They lost 720 troops or something like that. So they're in very bad shape now. We do need to recover. Yeah, we have a lot of injuries. Let's just wait. We'll heal up. Oh man, we're gonna get attacked again here. Yeah, they're starting to pile up. So we just need to survive a little bit longer. How are we looking on that war? It's not going to go away on us, is it? 97, so it only went up by 1%. We're still okay. 2 more days. Although we may not have to wait the full 2 days because they are down to 131. Oh, crap. Koruse, isn't that one of ours? I really hope our allies help defend while we're away. Osaka is being sieged as well. Yeah, this is really bad. All right, I think we might have to just go. I think we might have to just go here. They have 97%. We still have time to drain the last 100. I'm worried that they're going to attack us, though. They're really close. There's so many troops here. Oh, yeah, here comes more parties. So we might have to just go here. They're down to only 32, so I think it's probably okay. Let's pull everybody back out. All of our siege equipment, and then we'll just go. All right, here we go. Lead an assault. Oh, this is so imposing. But I know once we get up that hill, we'll be all right. I don't think this is a good spot to just camp archers out because they're so spread out everywhere. We just need to rush, get as many numbers involved as we can. I would like to go down the street too. Let's go around. Yeah, you know what we can do is just get some shots right here. Oh man, that guy's threatening us with the gun. Really don't want to get shot with the gun here. That's kind of cool that they pop up and down. So they like take cover. I don't remember seeing that behavior in the base game, so I'm curious how they'd manage that. There we go. We're on the wall already. Help this guy out. Yeah, we took the walls. There's no way they can defend that. Just help thin the numbers. Go. Oh, gunner. Yeah, we got to get rid of that gunner. Okay, so we mostly cleared this out. Let's see if we can take the door. They keep opening that gate. That's really strange. Let's take some of these guys out too. All right, we're in. Most of these guys are dead. Yeah, they still have some gunners up here. So I just updated again today. I think oh god, this guy's gonna shoot us. Oh, let's not get shot by that guy. Yeah, they definitely adjusted the reload rate because these guys are much slower now and not nearly as good as they were before, but they still, if you get hit, you're just dead. So glad to see they adjusted that. Maybe I shouldn't have done my live stream until this campaign was over because I was starting to build up a massive amount of gunpowder units. Run the gauntlet. Yeah, man, we are taking so many arrows here. Just get up against the hill so we're not exposed to every angle. All right, here we go. Let's start getting shots on these guys in the back. Actually, there's... Yeah, right up top here. Get these guys out of here. Yeah, it's still... We're getting attrition down pretty hard. There we go. We're in. We have only 3 more shots, so it's not going to last long. Let's just get in there. Yeah, this is all militia. It's not going to do much damage to us, but archers will. Oh, that guy got hit with a backswing. Nice. That looked really good. Oh boy, this is so dangerous. 2 for 1. We'll take it. Oh, that guy survived? What the heck? I must have knocked them on the ground. I thought they were all dead. Right, this is cleared. Let's keep going. We need to clear the tower behind us as well. There we go. They're all dead. Oh, wow. There's a lot of guys up there. Right, let's get up the tower. There we go. Tower's clear. This whole area is clear. Oh, are those... I only cleared one of these boxes. There's another one. Yeah, I didn't go far enough. Alright, well, they'll clear it. Let's just keep going. 3 more shots. We can try and pick some of these guys off. This guy's shooting at us. Oh, right in the eyeball. Another one back of his head. We have one more shot left. This guy's shooting at us as well. Oh, right over his head. All right, let's get in there. So we took way less casualties than I thought we were going to. We're sitting at 60 deaths right now, which is not bad. And we're just about done. Let's go clear. Oh, we can't even get in there. Yeah, we have so many people here. They've just lost everything. Here we go. That's it. Oh yeah, boys. So that worked out really well. Yeah, we took 60 losses total. Not really that bad at all. We got 52 ourselves. 52 kills. We got some upgraded arm guards. So legendary Kote. Yeah, it looks like we got like a solid metal piece on the whole forearm. We do want to claim this. So we'll claim it, and then we need to give up some stuff and figure out what's going on with our fiefs. So Kurose is being sieged, and it doesn't look like anybody's nearby to help, so that sucks. This war is going to end with the purple, but now we're going to pick up another war with the green. I don't know who's sieging this down. My guess is it's the red. And then we're going to sell off these nobles because the war literally is going to end as soon as the daily tick happens. Get rid of all these prisoners that we don't want anymore. So any melee troop we'll just automatically get rid of. We'll keep the cav and we'll keep the range units. There we go. So we'll pick up 11.5 for that. We really need to spend some time recruiting back up because we have a very diminished army now. But a successful war for sure. So let's let this war end and then we'll figure out what our next step is. We probably won't be able to get back to defend our town, unfortunately. Oh, did they just defend it? There was a big battle that just happened. We took a ton of prisoners. Not that one though, unfortunately. Now there is a peace deal with the Ito. These guys, yeah, these are the ones that we just beat up pretty badly. So they're willing to pay us some tribute. That's fine, that'll be one more enemy off our back. But again, we have to deal with these green, and these guys we beat in battle a few times, so yeah, we are ahead on war score. Looks like our army's mostly over here. Oh, okay, so they sieged Osaka, and then our armies came by and wiped that out, so we'll probably have to go here and defend it ourselves, or just let it go and then take it back later. If we leave here, most likely they will take these. I think the game plan is just to stick it out and defend here, but let me think about that.